Hello everyone. This morning I'm flying over to Compton. I'm going to pick up Eve, and if the weather conditions are suitable, we're hoping to fly across to Sandown. It's forecast to be a little bit breezy on the coast, so I'm not sure whether that's going to be viable or not, but we'll assess that a little bit later. I thought whilst we're waiting for the oil temperature to come up, I would talk a little bit about recording cockpit audio. I thought I would make this little video because it's one of the things that I found a little difficult to find information on when I first started flying. I think recording cockpit audio is absolutely amazing, especially if you're learning, because it allows you to revisit the information that's been given to you by your instructor. Whilst you're learning, you are trying to assimilate all of these skills and all of this knowledge. And when your brain is overloaded, one tends to focus on the task rather than listening to what you're being told. For that reason, it's quite nice to go back and revisit the information that you've given and then pick up the little tips that you've been told by your instructor, information that you've been given, and review those so that you can develop as a pilot. And I found recording cockpit audio is a very good way of doing that. Also later, if you want to do something like this, record videos for social media, then that allows you to do that effectively. The one thing that this video won't cover is obviously the legal implications of recording audio and then putting it on social media, and that's something that you should look into very carefully for your region or for your country. And then you've got to make a decision for yourself about what you feel comfortable about and the risks that you expose yourself to by doing that. So, assuming you have your aircraft and your general aviation headset of any kind, there are 6 items that you will need for recording audio. The first is a male to dual female 6.35 or quarter-inch converter adapter. The second thing that you'll need is a 3.5mm to quarter-inch female to male adapter. You will then need 2 cables, both with male to male jack wires. You will need a 40 decibel attenuator, and then whatever recording device that you want to use. Whether I use a little Zoom X1, it's an excellent piece of kit because it allows me to record for hours upon hours, and generally speaking, the batteries are fantastic, although they are about to run out in this one because I haven't changed it for very many days. But it has an incredible capacity, but you can link it to whatever you want. Now, it's really, really important that if you are going to buy those adapters and those jacks, that you make sure that you use stereo, not mono equipment, because obviously you want to be able to record your information in stereo. So let's get ourselves ready and up the runway, and we'll carry on. Spire view, Golf Charlie Oscar Charlie Golf, taxiing to the hold of runway 01, Spire view. Right, so once you've got those items, if you buy that audio equipment, it's actually relatively inexpensive, and I would say it probably costs less than £25 to buy all of the equipment in order to be able to connect your headset to an audio recording device. So the first thing you need to do is to make sure that your general aviation headset is plugged into your instrument panel. Then remove the quarter-inch jack. Use the dual adapter. Then replace your headset jack into one of the sockets for the dual adapter. After that, you'll need to put your 3.5 to quarter-inch adapter into the second output socket for the dual adapter. Now, take one of the 3.5mm jack cables and place it into the back of the 3.5mm adapter. That is then in turn inserted into the input socket of the attenuator. In our case, that input socket is actually marked. The second 3.5mm jack cable can then be inserted into the output of the attenuator, and then that final cable is inserted to whatever recording device that you want to use. In my case, it's the Zoom X1.
Autopilot. Disconnect.
5U Golf Charlie, Oscar Charlie Golf, approaching the circuit from the southwest. 5U.
And 5U traffic.
Leaving
Golf
altitude.
Charlie Delta Kilo, descending through 2,300, 2 miles to the south of the field. 5U traffic.